with number 2.
We're here today on the tax sale under clause number 45 CO1 1308-MI-129.
Okay.
Hearing September 26, 2014. Judge, we'll proceed on this with, we have an attorney sign-in sheet. We'll
All right.
Attorneys first.
Okay.
And then the self-represented people after that.
All right.
The attorney on the call today this morning, Your Honor, is Megan Craig.
Okay.
She's on page 11, Your Honor.
All right. Morning.
Judge, on page 11, top of the page, all parcels for Megan Craig and John Craig and their law firm, there's no objection to tax deed. We would agree to tax deed on all 6 parcels.
Okay.
So
Anything else?
Could you read the number again? I'm signed in, but I think this is mine.
Step up, sir. What's
Step up.
Tyson. Is it 45C01?
That's the same cause number for everybody here.
Oh, it is, okay. Okay, I will stand up again.
Okay.
Very good. So, deeds ordered on those, Your Honor.
All right. So ordered.
Judge, if you go to page,
I've got it, page 48, Your Honor.
the top of the page,
It's the add-on sheet.
the very top one that says, Portone Inc. is City of Erie redevelopment, that was already, order for change of judge was already issued in that manner.
Right.
So that can just be removed from the call.
Okay.
Directly underneath it, I think
Portone versus Kenneth Morrison.
that was, I'm covering for Attorney Anderson, and I think there's no objection from the auditor.
And that's for deed, correct?
Correct.
So no objection to tax deed on that one, Your Honor.
Okay.
Very good.
You got that, Marlene? Okay.
Next attorney on the list is Lemuel Stigler.
Okay, Mr. Stigler?
I didn't see him.
He's here.
Here he is.
Good morning.
We'll recall that, Judge.
Okay.
Next attorney is Denise Sanya.
Okay.
That's on page 24, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, middle of the page for the 2 items, or 3 items, Denise Sanya. The first 2, there's no objection to tax deed. Deed will be issued on those 2. The third is there's an agreed order, Judge, which will be submitted today. Attorney Bruno from Indianapolis has that. She'll place that on the desk up front.
Okay. You're welcome.
Our next attorney is Eric Knapp.
Okay.
He's on page 34, Your Honor.
34.
No objection to deed on those 2, Your Honor.
All right.
Put the orders up. Next attorney is Thomas Schaub. He's on page 22, Your Honor.
22. Good morning.
Bottom of the page, there are 4 items for Attorney Schaub. There's no objection to deed on any of those.
Okay.
These 2 issue orders up on the table. Attorney Olson.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
That's on page 29, Your Honor. Towards the top of the page, 1 item for Attorney Olson, O'Brien Auto Service. There's no objection to deed on that item.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next attorney is Douglas Grimes. He's on page 28, Your Honor.
28. Mr. Grimes, was he here?
He may not be, Judge. He didn't tell me.
across the hall.
He didn't tell me he had a conflict, Judge. There is no
Okay.
objection.
No objections. All
No
right.
objection. There will be a deed issue for that one, Your Honor.
Okay.
Next attorney is Chris Cantar for Kevin Smith. His cases begin on page 15, Your Honor. Page 15 through 21, and we need to go through those. The 4 on the bottom of page 15, Your Honor, there are no objections to D. D will be issued on those 4.
Okay.
Continuing on to page 16, D's are no objection to all the way down to the 3rd one from the bottom.
Okay.
And the 3rd one from the bottom is City of EC versus Manuel Montalvo.
All right.
That sale was canceled.
Okay.
You have that, Madam Reporter? It was canceled.
Yeah, Your Honor, for the minimum house.
The sale was canceled.
Yeah, but the property was assigned to the city of Chicago.
We're getting there. Next 2 items on the bottom of page 16, no objection to deed on those 2, Your Honor.
Okay.
On to page 17, no objection to deed to all but the last 3 items of the page.
Okay.
On the last 3, there's an objection filed on the matter of City of East Chicago versus Joseph Butler, and that objection is by Sneed Holdings. Is that Attorney Holdings? And he's here, Your Honor.
Okay.
We need a status hearing date, Judge. I don't know if they gave you a list for those.
October 30th at 9:30.
Your Honor, just for clarification, they gave a certificate to both the City of East Chicago and
Right. So we've got 2 certificates outstanding, Judge.
Okay.
Is outstanding.
That needs to be sorted out.
We did that. That's why we have a status
All
hearing.
right.
The parties can get together and figure out what happened there.
Okay.
The last 2 items on page 17, no objection to deed on those, Your Honor.
Okay.
Page 18, the first 7 items on page 18, no objection to deed. The 9th item, City of East Chicago versus Clarence Dennis and Lavinia Morris, that was redeemed.
Okay.
The next 5 items, I'm sorry, no. All the rest of page 18, except the last item, no objection to deed.
Okay.
The last item, the City of East Chicago versus Elnora Hunter, that parcel was also redeemed.
Okay.
Page 19, the first 7 items, no objection to deed. The 8th item, City of East Chicago versus Juan Loriano and Esther Ricardo, that item was redeemed. The remainder of page 19, no objection to deed, Your Honor.
Okay.
Page 20, no objection to deed on any items on page 20.
Okay.
The other one?
4906 Alex, I believe that was
Your Honor, 8th from the bottom, Madam Reporter, that item was redeemed. It's City of East Chicago versus First Baptist Church. That item was redeemed.
Okay. Is that the only one?
That's correct, Your Honor. Page 21, no objection to deed on any of those items.
Okay. There's a whole section here crossed out on my list.
Oh, these are duplicates.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, Your Honor, as soon as it starts back again with the City of
Right.
Chicago and Samir Ahmad.
Right.
That's duplicate?
Those are duplicate.
Okay.
Catch that, Madam Reporter.
Yes.
What's the partial?
208.
Partial. looking for an objection, Your Honor. 22-3, no comment. It's already, it's on page 17, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sixth one from the top is already marked on the call sheet. There's a motion to set aside. That's an objection. That should be set for October 30th, 2014 at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, that, Marlene?
Yes. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah. Judge, I'm going to announce, are there anybody here with houses in East Chicago that are objecting to tax sale or Hammond?
It's one back here.
Step forward, ma'am. Or sir.
It does depend on the name.
4915 Lake. Sale and Messias?
Each cover, right?
Yes.
I don't have a election. It might not be mine. Oh, right.
Okay.
Not me.
Okay.
Next attorney, Your Honor,
Thank you,
is
Your Honor.
Robert Tweedle.
What about Mr. Montalvo? He's sitting there.
He's, step forward, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
One of those properties was mine, and I was hoping for a status update, but he just ran into it.
I think that was one that was taken off?
Canceled, Your Honor. It's on page, bottom of page 16, third from the bottom. Sale canceled, meaning that it was, means you keep the parcel.
Yeah, but right here it says that there's going to be a petition filed today for the issuance of tax.
Well, that's what was canceled.
That's what we're talking about. The sale was canceled.
It was canceled.
Keeping the parcel.
It won't be,
There will be no deed issue.
there's no deed issue.
Well, great, that's good news.
Okay.
Mail to me, or?
You'll get an order in the mail.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Mr.
I
Montalvo.
left all the orders with Miss Marlene.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Robert Tweedle.
Good morning.
Page 24, Your Honor. Bottom third of page 24, there is no objection to deed on those items, Your Honor.
Okay.
Page 25, no objection to deed other than the fourth one from the bottom, which is Lean Logic versus Lenora Hines. That sale was canceled. All the remaining items on page 25, no objection to deed, Judge.
All right.
Page 26, first three items.
The question on the second from the top, LD grading on page 26, so those first three items. Originally, the certificate and also the assessor's information reflected an incorrect property address. At some point between then and now, that has been corrected in the county's computer records. The reason why I bring it up is because the order that I tendered along with my petition has all of the information is correct, legal description and tax number, except that the street address is not correct. And since the county's updated their records, I proposed so that just so I don't have to eventually do a done for done order, we do the same thing, to have the court recognize that address has been revised, and I have a revised order that I can tender at this time.
I have no objection to that, Judge.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
The fourth item from the top on page 26, that sale was canceled, Lean Logic Fund versus Mary Jordan. That was also a canceled sale.
Okay.
The remainder of page 26, no objections to each item.
All right.
Page 27, no objection to deed on all items other than the last item, which is Ebony Tillman.
That's a motion for extension.
Yes, sir. Ebony Tillman versus Fred McCarty, that's a 120-day extension.
On page 27, Your Honor, the gate from the bottom, 11 versus Cleveland AG.
So that's, yeah, okay.
That item, I am requesting that the hearing be continued until the next tax sale hearing on December 5th. And then at this time, for that property only, that no order be entered.
No objection, Judge.
Okay.
Page 28, Judge, the last two items from Mr. Cleo, they're Ebony Tillman versus Close Tribune, and Ebony Tillman versus Mary Hirschback. Those are also 120-day extensions. And the extension date for those new redemption date on 120-day extension is January 24th, 2015.
That's it.
Your Honor, next attorney on the list is, she's already been called, Rinzer Williams, next attorney on the list, starting on page 23, Your Honor.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Page 23.
Mm-hmm.
And the reporter catch up now. Page 23, all items for Attorney Rinzer Williams, there's no objection to deed on those items on page 23.
Okay.
But I do have one objection for 2642 West 5th Avenue.
We don't have the addresses.
What's your name?
4508 05 327 001 000
That is the 1-2-3rd from the top for Attorney Williams' list is Brendan Nash versus Chester Washington. So that's an objection by Attorney Reagan Hatcher. October
30th at 9:30.
October 30th at 9:30.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Going on to page 24. Top four items on page 24.
Okay.
No objection to D for those items for Attorney Williams.
Okay.
And that, Madam Reporter. Continuing with Mr. Williams, Your Honor, page 37. Attorney Williams has four items on the top third of the page. Page 37.
I have one.
No objection to deed on those items, Your Honor. All four items. Oh, and also Attorney Williams is here for Angela Jones. She
Okay.
begins, her files begin on page 1, actually, Your Honor.
All right.
Page 1, Your Honor, first 6 items through the L&M rentals renovations, no objection to deed on those items. Also, the Hattie Harris, no objection to deed on that item. The next item, Darnell Cole versus Royal Investment Group, LLC, that was redeemed. Next item, Virginia Webb, no objection to deeds. Going on to page 2, there's 2 items for Attorney Jones, no objection to deed on those 2 items.
Okay.
Page 34, Your Honor, also with Attorney Jones. Bottom of the page, all 5 items, no objection to deed, Your Honor.
All right.
Page 46, continuing with Attorney Jones. No objection to deed, top of the page, Lester Miller, which is Jordan Miller policy, no objection to deed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir.
Attorney Linda Lewis Shannon. Page 1 as well, Your Honor, top of the page. All items for Attorney Lewis Shannon, no objection to deed on page 1.
There's one crossed out on my list.
That was a duplicate.
Okay.
Which one is it?
The third one down. It's like the first one and it's the third one.
Got it.
It's the same.
Okay.
Also, page 46 for Mr. Shannon. The first item is Ramon Wilkes versus LJRLII. That's an objection being filed by Attorney Golding. That will be set for the October 30th, 2014 date at 9:30.
All right.
The other item, no objection to deed from Mr. Shannon. That's Ramon Wilkes versus Willie Marie Newborn.
Okay.
Next attorney is Kenya Jones. Beginning on page 28, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Bottom of page 28, all items for Attorney Kenya Jones. No objection to deed, Your Honor. Continuing on to page 29. Top 4 items on page 29. No objection to deed for the items for Attorney Kenya Jones. Continuing page 34.
Okay.
Middle of the page, it's under the other cause numbers 45 CO1 1109-MI-115.
Right.
The title is Henry Hegwood versus Louise Brown. No objection to deed on that.
Okay.
Also, page 35, continuing on, under that same cause number, all the items for Kenya Jones on page 35, there's no objection to deed on any of those items.
All right.
And there's some duplicates there.
Okay.
The Carlotta Taylor in the middle of the page. Those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all Jews.
Okay. Got it. They're already on that same page. That's correct?
Correct.
At the top of the page. Page 47, Attorney Kenya Jones. These are all petitions to extend the redemption period, Your Honor. Those will be 120-day extensions. The new redemption date for their notices will be January 24, 2015.
All right.
Page 5, Your Honor. Ms. Jones, Attorney Jones has an objection on one of Mr. Brock's items.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here. Which one is it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. It's the middle of page 5. It's the item CBD Holdings versus Black Enterprise, Inc. It's noted on the file, or on the call for an objection file. And we'll note that it's an objection by Attorney Jones.
Okay.
That will be set for October 30th, 2014 at 9:30 a.m.
All right.
Status.
Thank you.
Okay.
Attorney Barbara Bowling, page 39, Your Honor.
She here?
We'll recall it.
Okay.
Next attorney is Attorney Geekus. Page 2, Your Honor. First item for Attorney Geekus. Gina Gadsden, that was canceled.
Okay.
Second item, actually the remainder, the next 4, those are also 120-day extensions. The next 2 items, Fresh Oil Ministries versus James Lowell Gentry, both of those key numbers, 4508-08-185-033.0004, and then also lot number 34, those 2 adjacent parcels. Those were redeemed, Your Honor. Next item is a 120-day extension. That's Bennett Powell versus Felicia Common. Next item was redeemed Ernest James versus Wilson Lloyd. Next items, last three items on page 2, those are also 120-day extensions. Page 36, also for Trinidad's. Last three items on page 36 were also extension 120s. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Page 36, last three items, those were all no objection to deed.
We have tentative motions for the extensions of the administrative consent.
Okay.
Mr. Bratz, Attorney Bratz's next item, Your Honor, beginning on page 3.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
All items on file on page 3, those four items, no objection to deed.
Gary?
Page 4, first 6 items, no objection to deed. We're going to call his objections last. One moment. Next item, CBD Holdings versus Isaac Foster. That was redeemed.
Where's that?
Page 4.
Isaac Foster?
Yes. Redeemed. Next 3 items, no objection to deed, Your Honor. Next item, CBD Holdings versus Horace Matthews. That was redeemed. Remaining items on page 4, no objection to deed. Page 5. All the items up until the status hearing we set on
Right.
the 30th, there was no objection to deed up to that parcel.
Okay.
Also, no objection to deed for the remaining,
Judge, if I might, the second from the bottom on page 5,
there's an objection.
there's an objection. Joel Harris, who's the court's probate commissioner, is the attorney.
Okay.
I guess that change of judge be granted to a different court.
Okay. I think when did he file? Did he
I have
file?
an objection to it, so.
He
Okay.
represents the owner most likely.
I think he objected for the owner.
Okay. All right.
Can we set it for status here first?
And then
Why don't we just set it for status, and the filing should come before that?
Right, let's set it for
I'm sure you'll file it or he'll file
I
it.
just want to
Yeah.
make the court aware of it, so.
All right.
there's
Okay.
no-
Why don't we do that?
We'll set it for that October 30th date at 9:30, then you can get with Attorney Harris in the meantime, figure out what you're doing. All the remaining on page 5, no objection to deed other than the 2 objections.
Okay.
Page 6, no objection to deed on any item on page 6. And Your Honor, for the audience's benefit, there are some people here that have parcels with three rots. We're going to have them come forward at the end and come back and say
All right.
they have objections. Page 7. First 7 items, no objection to deed.
There's
Okay.
an objection on the 4th one. Filed by Kenneth Thompson.
Who filed that? I'm sorry.
Kenneth Thompson,
Which item?
number 4. The 4th one down on the top.
Ilya Powell.
Yes,
There's an objection.
yes.
Also set that for the October 30th date, Your Honor, at 9:30.
Okay.
The next item, EJ Treeland LLC versus Gail Schmedneck. That item was redeemed. The remaining items on page 7, no objection to deed.
Okay.
Page 8. First 5 items, No objection to deed, Your Honor. Next item is Top Shot Investments LLC versus Donald Outlar. There's an objection by Attorney Richard Williams.
Okay. October 30th.
October 30th, Your Honor,
All right.
at 9:30. The remaining items on page 8, no objection to deed, Your Honor.
All right.
Page 9, no objection to deed on any of those items. Page 10, no objection to any of those items. For deed, Your Honor.
All right.
Attorney Ross continues on page 37. Three items at the top of page 37 for Attorney Ross, no objection to deed on those items.
What else?
Judge, I have a couple, I believe it's on page 47, there are petitions for extensions for Raymond Luna.
120 extensions,
Yes, 120-day extensions.
no objection to those, Your Honor. They're on the bottom of page 47.
Got it.
You catch that then before?
And then I have on the add-on list, Solomon Trucking petition.
Page 48, Your Honor. There are two add-ons for Attorney Ross. Those are for deed.
Okay.
No objection to deed on those two items.
No objection.
Any audience members that have objections on Attorney Ross, step forward. Mr. Hall, Attorney Hall has one.
On page 6, fifth item down, D8. Your home versus mail.
Objection by Attorney Hall.
We're going to set that at 10:30.
October 30th,
October
10:30.
30th at 10:30.
Next objector.
And spiders, 2808 Circle Drive, Willie,
Okay.
and the property is right next door to me, but I'm exactly 2800.
It's the fourth one down on page 6.
Page 6, Your Honor. Fourth one down, Betty Spires appears. Spires, I'm sorry, to object. That'll be set at 10, on October 30th at 10:30 for status here.
I could do it.
Okay, October 30th, 10:30 a.m. And you can come.
Just give your attorney, make sure your attorney knows that date and who Mr.
October 30th at 10:30 a.m. That's a different.
Yes, talk to the attorney. Talk to your attorney, man.
Thank you.
Next objector for Attorney Bronze. Doesn't look like we don't have it all. It's a CBD Holding. Who is it? Jamal Rogers. Middle of the page, Your Honor, page 4. CBD Holding versus Jamal Rogers.
What's your name, sir?
Juan Reynolds appears, Your Honor, on behalf of Jamal Rogers. Okay, you're objecting. Juan Reynolds is objecting to the sale, Your Honor. That would be set for October 30th, 2014 at 10:30, Your Honor.
You got that, Mr. Whatever you...
Reynolds?
Reynolds?
Yes.
Okay.
You got that, Madam Reporter, as well?
Yes, I do.
sir.
Any other objectors for Attorney Bratz?
Notice we sent you.
Where's the notice you got?
Holy notice, sir.
I don't have addresses. What do you have, what's supposed to be here then?
What's the name?
What's your name, sir? You're the owner of the parcel? Okay, what's his name? Clifford Collins is the owner. Judge will have to go through this.
You got the notice in there. It's got the key number. It's certified. Oh, there is it. Probably have to. We got two.
No, it's just a copy of that. Page 7, Your Honor. Middle of the page, Marcus Jones versus Clifford Collins. You have that matter before?
Yes.
Objection filed. What's your name, sir? Marvin Collins appears objecting to the issuance of deed, Your Honor. That will be set for October 30th at 10:30.
Morning.
What's your name, sir?
Alexander Simic. It's page 7, second from the top.
Solomon Trucking
Yes.
versus Greg Berkowitz, trustee. What's your name again, sir?
Alexander Simic.
SIMIC.
Yes.
Alexander Simic appears objecting, Your Honor. That item will also be set for status hearing on October 30th at 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Parcel 35,
What's your name?
Edward.
Page 7, Your Honor. 6th from the top is DJ3 Land LLC versus Evelyn Novak as trustee.
Okay.
Objection filed by Mr. Crusoe. What's your first name, sir?
Edward.
By Edward Crusoe, K-R-U-S-A.
All right.
That will be set for October 30th, 2014 at 10:30 a.m.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Another objection filed, Your Honor. That one's already been set for objection. It's 1, 2, 3, 4th from the top on page 7.
Okay.
Objection was noted. It's the Shiloh Auto versus
All right.
Julia Powell. It's been set at October 30th.
Is that one with Ken Thompson?
Yes.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Gary.
Mary Thompson appears, Your Honor.
Okay.
Objection to the issuance of deed. And that was set for October 30th at 9:30 a.m.
All righty.
Another objection, Your Honor. The buyer was RKE Group
That's on page 8. Got our KE group on page 8.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor, I believe it is the second one from the bottom. RKA Group versus Cluster Taylor.
Okay.
Virgil Lincoln Jr. appears objecting to tax deed, Your Honor.
All right.
That will be set for October 30th, 2014 at 10:30 a.m. Another objection, Your Honor. The buyer was SYT Enterprises, LLC. Page 9, I believe,
Yeah.
Your Honor, those items at the top of the page. It is the third one from the top, SYT Enterprises versus Graciela Macias.
Yep.
Macias. Ms. Macias appears in person. Are you Ms. Macias? And files objection, Your Honor. Should we move it to keep at 10:30, Madam Reporter?
One more, yeah, it's the last one.
10:30, October 30th, 2014, at 10:30 a.m.
All right. Is that everyone for Mr. Bratz?
Thank you.
Wait, there's one more.
Attorney Michael Kalashkov, hearing the following objection, Your Honor.
Third one from the bottom of page 6.
Page 6, Your Honor. Sergio Garcia owns.
Happy to do that.
Who's that one?
It is third from the bottom, page 6. Cloak LLC versus Sergio Garcia. Objection filed by Attorney Michael Kalashkov. We'll set that for 11:30 a.m. October 30th, 2014, at 11:30 a.m.
Okay.
I believe that's all for Attorney Bratz. I'm going to call out there too. Attorney Tony Walker, page 30, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Middle of the page. All three items for Attorney Walker. No objection to these, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Attorney Decker. Attorney Adam Decker, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Starting at page 11. First item for Attorney Decker, there's no objection to the. The second item was redeemed. That's Sims versus Jonathan. The last three items on page 11, no objection to these. Going on to page 12. First two items, no objection to these. The third item, there was an objection filed, and he's here.
Yes.
Your name, sir?
Walden, W-A-L-D-E-N.
Attorney Walden?
Yes.
Are you here for David Lewis Wright?
Yes.
Attorney Walden appears for owner David Lewis Wright. Your Honor's objection.
Okay.
That'll be set for October 30th, 2014 at 11:30 a.m.
All right.
Your Honor, I have proposed forms order and entry forms. I approach. Thank you.
Okay.
Attorney Hall. Page 28, Your Honor. Page 28, third item from the top for Attorney Hall is William Riley versus Robin Harsherman. No objection to deed. Page 36. First two items for Summer Haddad as buyer. No objection to deed. Last four items for Attorney Hall toward the bottom third of page 36. Those are all extensions 120, Your Honor. To reissue those. All four orders on. Attorney Hall's going to submit 4 orders for all items.
Okay.
Attorney Driscoll. Beginning on page 29, Your Honor. Page 29, Attorney Driscoll, no objection to deed on any of those items on the bottom third of page 29. Going on to page 30, first two items, no objection to deed. The third item, that's a no deed, objection to deed, Your Honor, and there will be no refund issue. Last two items for Attorney Driscoll on the top of page 30, no objection to deed.
All right, you're welcome.
Attorney Golding.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Beginning on page 12, Your Honor. All items on page 12 for Attorney Golding, no objection to deed. Page 13, first two items. First two items on page 13, no objection to deed. The third item, there is an objection by City of East Chicago. This is the one I believe that has 2 separate certificates.
Correct. Yes, we've already set that for 10:30 at 10:30:14 at 9:30 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Remaining items on page 13, no objection to deed. Page 14, no objection to any items on page 14 for Attorney Golding.
Okay.
Page 15, first 3 items, no objection to deed, Your Honor. The fourth item, objection was filed, Your Honor.
I received a written objection. I don't know if it was present in court or not. Was the party filing the objection? Yes. No, I don't have nothing yet. I know it's not.
Kenneth Thompson.
Kenneth Thompson.
Kenneth Thompson. You want to hear on behalf of Kenneth Thompson? Step forward, please. What's your name?
Mary Thompson appears in the court, Your Honor, with an objection. That'll be set for the October 30th, 2014 date at 11:30 a.m.
Okay.
Next 5 items, Your Honor, no objection to deed. Next item, we need to get a status hearing, Judge. We'll take that October 30th date, 2014 at 11:30 a.m.
It's one seeking to withdraw, correct?
That is, Your Honor. Next 2 items on the bottom, third of page 15, BD&C LLC. 2 of those items, no objection to deed for those on the board. Page 39, Your Honor. Page 39, bottom third, the first item for Attorney Golding. There was a settlement agreement reached on that matter. That will be submitted to the court.
We have already attached a copy of it.
Conrad Whitmore and Blake versus Indiana Laminated. Settlement agreement has been issued and submitted. The remaining items on page 39, no objection to deed, Your Honor.
Okay.
Page 45. Page 45, the items for Attorney Golding, those are the request for extension of redemption period under clause number 45 CO1 1308 MI 129. No objection to 120 extensions on it. With the new extension redemption date of January 24, 2015. Any members of the audience that have an objection to any parcels filed by Attorney Golding?
Step up here, sir.
It's a BD&C buyer, Your Honor.
Page 12 to 15 somewhere. Lonzo Young and Rosalie.
Page 15 in the middle.
Yes, BD&C LLC versus Lonzo and Rosa Young. What's your name, sir?
Seville Young.
Seville Young.
Seville Young. S-A-Z.
Seville Young appears as the person, Your Honor, objecting.
That's going to be at 1:30.
1:30.
October 30th, 2014 at 1:30 p.m. Yes. Any other objections for Attorney Brock or Attorney Golding? Buyer Tom Vanderwood.
It's the first one of mine on page 12, Your Honor. Tom Vanderwood versus Sergio Garcia.
Attorney Michael Kavachkov appears, Your Honor. That'll be set at October 30th date at 1:30 p.m.
Your Honor, if Mr. Wiley is finished, are there any objectors to any of Attorney Golding's petitions for deed? Attorney Golding's representing? Your Honor, on page 30, there is a matter, Hammond redevelopment, just below the middle of the page, Hammond redevelopment versus Betty Dorsey. That's Attorney Westland has filed that petition. Attorney Westland and I have an issue to resolve regarding the assignment of a tax sale certificate on that to the Hammond Redevelopment Commission. Attorney Westland had to leave, I believe, to go to another hearing. He asked if I would ask the court to please reset that to, I believe we have a deed hearing on December 5th. Can we reset that to that deed hearing?
Okay.
And I agree to that.
All right.
Also, on page 32, there is a petition about the middle of the page, We All Win, Inc. versus Dan and Gail Barnhart. I filed a motion to strike the petition for deed in that matter. Would ask that be set over to, I guess, the 10:30 date, 1:30.
Yes. That's an objection by Attorney Golding, Your Honor. The items We All Win, Inc. versus Dan and Gail Barnhart, middle of the page, October 30th at 1:30 p.m.
And I don't know, is there a representative in court for We All Win, Inc.? Here. Okay.
Step up, sir. Attorney Morris, correct?
Yes.
Attorney Morris appears on behalf of We All Win, Inc., Your Honor, for that objection. Setting that matter for October 30th at 1:30.
All right.
Attorney Peterson,
Your Honor, I'm here on behalf of Attorney Peterson.
that is page 28, Your Honor. Middle of the page 28. All three items, no objection to deed trust.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Attorney Stout,
Page 34.
Page
Page 34, Your Honor.
Sure.
no objection to deed on those two items, Your Honor.
Okay.
Page 46. Page 46, Your Honor. The incorporated enterprise employee chair.
One item on page 46 towards the top third, Your Honor, Working Enterprises, which is Sean Hansel.
Okay.
That's a one-year extension, Your Honor, not 128. That was a treasurer's sale.
All right.
One-year extension. Attorney Rupsich. Attorney Rupsich. Attorney Halpin.
Page 29, I believe.
Attorney Halpin, page 37, Your Honor, middle of the page. Edward Hero and Nancy May versus Steve Metz. No objection to deed on that one, Your Honor. You said the motion. No objection to deed on that item, Your Honor.
All right.
Page 37. Attorney Turinga. Page 11, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Halpin, I'm going to put the orders and everything on the table in front of the recorder. So they're all being stacked up by everyone. Disrupting proceedings. Page 11, Your Honor, for Attorney Turinga, 3 items for the town of Griffith. No objection to deed on any of those 3 items.
All right.
Attorney Parker, Ellen Parker.
Good morning.
Page 28, Your Honor. Top third. 3 items. All 3 bought by A North LLC. No objection to deed on all 3 of those items.
Okay.
Attorney Kutnowski. Page 11, Your Honor. Middle of the page, all 3 items, no objection to deed, Your Honor. Orders should be in the file on those, Your Honor. Very good. Attorney Wyatt. Page 29, Your Honor. 5 items, middle of the page, page 29. No objection to deed on any of those items.
All right.
Page 35, Your Honor. Bottom of the page. No objection to deed on that item, Metropolitan Baptist Church versus Lake County Trust. And also page 46, Ms. Wyatt. 2 items for purchaser Andrew Delano. Those are extension 120s, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Attorney Critchlow. Attorney Critchlow. Attorney Rodriguez. Page 22. All items on page 22 for Attorney Rodriguez, Your Honor, starting at the top of the page, the bottom third, no objection to D. Sorry, one objection. Attorney Ed Hall appears.
The ninth item down, open top Hershey versus LA Property Services.
Fourth from the bottom, Attorney Hall appears.
1:30.
That will be October 30th, 2014 at 1:30 p.m. Remaining items, no objection to D.
There's an objection.
Attorney Quattro. Which one is it?
4507.
Who's the owner?
Susan Garcia.
Surgery go up, so you have third from the bottom. Key number 4507-06-179-002.00-0. Attorney Kovachkov appears. Objecting. Still 1:30 p.m.
Yes.
October 30th, 2014 at 1:30 p.m. Attorney Walden, he was already here, he was an objector, Your Honor.
Okay.
Attorney Eric Morris.
Morning.
Page 2, Your Honor, for Attorney Morris. He has 3 items. We're waiting for the title word from him. We can get that status date October 30th at still 1:30 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. Is that right now? Which one? Oh, is it Jack? Oh, we got you. Attorney Morris is also appearing for a previously self-represented, Your Honor. We All Win Inc. That is on page 32. All the items at the top of the page, basically the first half of the page, We All Win Inc. There's no objection to deed on any of those items, other than the one we've already set with Attorney Morris. Attorney Coley found an objection. The third one from the bottom of the We All Win Inc. items. You know that in order.
The jail and Dale.
Yes,
Yeah.
Barnhart. The remaining ones for We All Win Inc., there's no objection to deed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Attorney Westland, we've already handled his matter, Your Honor.
Right.
Attorney Brian Bullock.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Who are you looking at? Mary Jones. Was she self-represented before? No. The buyer was Victoria Jones, who he represents, Your Honor. I didn't find Attorney Bullock. I don't know if she's going to be under self-represented. I don't think Attorney Bullock's name is on the call sheet.
130 in the middle, Victoria Jones.
That is it, Your Honor. And he did make a call, sorry, I didn't put him on my list. That's going to be a 120 extension for that.
Okay.
Page 30, middle of the page, Victoria Jones, Ricardo. Attorney Randolph.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
I got a Johnny Birch, Steve Water on the tanks, commissioner seal, man.
I don't have Attorney Randolph listed anywhere as having one.
This is Johnny Birch.
Well, I don't think you want him up there. As buyer or as owner?
She's buying
What's the name?
Johnny Birch.
B-U-R-T-S.
And maybe we give Mr. Randolph a list and he can try to see if he
We'll
can,
try and find him.
let's see if he can find it. Do you have an extra list here?
There's a list right in front of you.
Go through it and then we'll recall it, okay?
Recalling some attorneys that were absent the first time around, Your Honor. Mr. Stigler. He's here for Yes. Page 37. He's here for Attorney Dawn Dawkins, middle of the page, Your Honor. It's Ernest James versus Vin Sims Corp.
Okay.
Objection to detail. And the order's in the file, Your Honor.
Okay.
Attorney Barbara Bowling.
There she is.
Page 39, Your Honor.
Okay. She has two of them.
Yes, Your Honor.
We just need a hearing date out about 45 days. She only has to do a 4.6 notice. We have a date in November, mid-November. A date in mid-November for a tax deed hearing. There's already stuff pending.
I don't know, I don't have the call, but I'll have the text list.
Oh, you don't have to grab one? I'm sorry, Judge, we can give her the October 30th date.
Yeah, that's about it.
That'll be enough time for her. Want to give it that, that'll be still 1:30? 1:30 p.m., October 30th. Those are the two items for Attorney Bowling in the middle of page 39. You got that, Madam Reporter?
Yes.
Attorney Rupsich. Page 36.
Okay.
All the items on page 36. No objection to deed, Your Honor. That's the top of page 36.
Got it.
Page 47. Under cause number 4501-1207 MI 118, Attorney Rupsich, about the middle of the page, just
Right.
below. Attorney Rupsich is requesting an extension. That would be an extension of 120. That's an extension 120.
Okay.
Attorney Critchlow, second call on that. Attorney Kenneth Jones is coaching, Your Honor.
Okay.
We have a new parcel number for the add-on list, and of course, I'm going to take down this number. It's 45-08-04-183-009.000-004. The buyer is Willie Hall. Owner is Horace Mann Ambridge. Attorney is Kenya Jones. The buyer. No objection to deed on that. Thank you. Your Honor, next, if you're ready, we can call the buyers, self-represented buyers.
I thought Mr. Drake would...
Oh, I'm sorry, Attorney Drake. Starting on page 24, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Drake didn't sign in, unfortunately.
Sorry.
I called him much earlier.
The sheet was vanishing as I was coming in.
Had it been by seniority, he would have been first, Your Honor.
That's right. Or by looks. First on page.
I'll go through Mr. Drake. Okay. Page 24. Attorney Drake, he has 4 items. The first item is a 120 extension. The second item was redeemed.
Okay.
The next 2 items from Mr. Drake, those are 120 extensions. Page 34. Middle of the page, Mr. Drake, it's Delbert Ross versus SOI Department under the other clause number ending in short clause number 115. There's no objection to deed on that item. Page 37. 3 items towards the bottom third of the page for Attorney Drake. No objection to deed on those 3 items. Page 45. Bottom 2 items for Attorney Drake. Those are extensions requests for 120 days. Extend 120 on those 2 items, Your Honor.
Okay.
Page 47, Your Honor. Last item for Attorney Drake. That's also a request for extension. That will also be an extension 120 for Attorney Drake. The item is Clarence Macklin versus Sajar Siddiqui. That's everything. That's your extension. That's it, Mr. Drake. We're going to proceed on to self-represented by. Oh, I'm sorry. Attorney Michael Kabachkoff is here for Douglas Kabachkoff, Your Honor. It begins on page 3. Apparently, Dad has something better to do on a Friday morning. Page 3, bottom of page 3. Oh, I'm sorry, top of page 3. All the items for Attorney Kabachkoff, other than the last one on that page. No objection to deed. The last item, which is Amin John Hacham versus Tony G. Young, that was canceled. Page 37 through 39. Beginning on the bottom third of page 37, no objection to deed for all the items marked for Attorney Kabachkoff. Page 38, no objections to these or any item for Attorney Washkoff on page 38. Page 39, going on to the top third of the page, no objection to deed of any of those items. Page 47. That's an extended redemption request for Indiana Operator Partnership. No objection, Your Honor. That'll be a 120-day extension.
Okay.
You can announce, Judge, that was quite a few items. Anybody here objecting to any item purchased by Attorney Kabachkoff's clients? Attorney Kabachkoff.
Okay.
I'm also here on behalf of clients that I assume that Mr. Attorney Tweedle's call. And a couple objections filed for Attorney Tweedle.
All right, that's pages 24 through 28. Sergio Garcia, Marissa Garcia is an objector. It is on page 27, Your Honor. 6th from the top is Lean Logic versus Sergio Garcia. Attorney Kabachkoff appears, filing objection. Will that be at 2:30? October 30th, 2014, at 2:30 p.m.
There's also a lien logic. It's Lake County Trust P4274. It might be under.
Is that on page 27? Towards the middle?
Sir versus Sergio,
619.
Leland Fund, Lean Logic Fund. One, two, three, four, five. 6th one down. On 27.
No, that's what it, Judge. The middle key number, I
It's just,
check it by, the middle key number is 01454, the third and fourth number of the parts number. 01454 5.
Right here.
Yes, it's 4th from the top on page 27. 4th from the top on page 27 is Lean Logic versus John Wesley Hamer.
okay.
Attorney Kabachkoff appears objecting.
I thought the objection is for Sergio Garcia, too.
That was the first one.
Oh, okay.
That's two beneath that. This is a new one for John Wesley Hamer. Attorney
All
Kabachkoff
right.
objects. That's also October 30th, 2014 at 2:30 p.m.
Okay.
Attorney Olson, page 29. Are you on visit for these columns? Yes. Okay. The item for Attorney Olson on page 29, we have previously issued deeds, Your Honor. Attorney Kabachkoff is here objecting to the owner for these columns. As such,
He was here.
he was here early. We need to set that for the 2:30 on October 30th for status based on the objection.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll go to self-represented buyers, Your Honor.
All right. Did you find that, Mr. Randolph? Did you find it?
No, Your Honor, I didn't find it.
Oh. Okay.
That's good news. What do you mean with a time to 446 notice and 30 days out? So October 30.
You take that October 30th date.
Okay.
Yeah, at 2:30.
All right.
30? October 30th. I don't want to confuse you anymore.
All right.
And this
Thank you.
Bring that notice.
You see why I don't need these?
We're going to start with the self-represented buyers, Your Honor. The first one is
All right.
Pagan. And these are buyers that have already met with our office, or with the auditor's office, Your Honor. We've reviewed their notices.
Mm-hmm.
Page 33, Your Honor, beginning at the bottom of the page, last two items.
Okay.
No objection to deed on those two items. Going on to page 34.
Okay.
On to page 34, there's two more for Mr. Pagan. Oh, one more. The top item on page 34, no objection to deed on that item.
Okay. That it?
The orders up on the pile. Thank you.
Okay.
Next, self-represented buyer, Dolores Tillotson.
Yes.
Did we check your notices yesterday? Did we check your notices yesterday? We did not. See it today? Tillotson, Your Honor, she'll be the self-represented. Unfortunately, we don't have the page numbers for those in advance. Just wanting your name, right? Page 45, Your Honor. Your Honor, that's a no deed, page 45, Madam, before middle of the page, last item before the break. It's Dolores Tillotson. That's a no deed, refund minus 25%.
That's a good deal. This time you get it right. Okay.
No, we don't allow two extensions, three extensions.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Johnny Lee Fullalo.
Page 31.
31. Page 31, Your Honor. Second item from the top. No objection to D. He also has a second item beneath that, Johnny Cola versus James White. He doesn't believe he has. That's a. That probably was redeemed. That was redeemed.
Okay.
Is it job team?
Exiting.
Whatever, close. Yep, come on up. Need to check his notice, Your Honor. Next one,
Okay.
Walter Tony.
Two and 33. Bottom of 32.
Okay.
Last two items on page 32, Your Honor. No objection to D. Going on to page 33, the first item. No objection to D. The second item on page 33 was redeemed. Remaining items for Walter Tony on page 33, no objection to D.
All right.
Maggie Flowers. Maggie Flowers.
Yes.
She's going to fight it for us. Page 33, Your Honor.
Okay.
Towards the bottom, third,
I got it.
from the bottom, Maggie and Ernest Flowers versus Garcia. She needs a 120 extension, Your Honor, to redo the notices.
Okay.
One consider the deed, as I went through all the process, and one mistake that was made.
Judge, the notices are not in order. We checked on her notices yesterday.
Well, if they're not in order, they're not in order, ma'am. You got to do them again.
You gotta redo them.
Because I sent out all the.
If you'd like, we can get your money back minus 25%. If you'd rather do that, or you can redo
I
the
want the
notices.
property.
Okay, then you got to do the notices.
So I went through all the procedures, just one error was made.
Well, you can't make any errors.
That's the problem.
That's why we have a law.
So I have to go through the procedure.
You have to go through it again, yes.
120 extension of Flowers. You got that, Madam Reporter. Adela Johnson. Adela Johnson.
Page 31.
Two items towards the middle of the page, Your Honor, for Adela Johnson. Those are also 120 extensions.
Okay.
Addie Harris. Also, that same page 31, it appears, Your Honor, middle of the page. Also, a 120 extension needed on that one, Your Honor.
All right.
Margaret Crenlow. Also, page 31, Your Honor, Indiana Land Trust Company.
Okay.
All items on the bottom of page 31, last 5 items for Lake County Trust Company, no objection to deed on those items, Your Honor.
Okay. You can go.
Orders are already in the file, Your Honor.
All right.
Lynn Howard. Ira Howard. Go ahead and see them. We've got to check the notices, okay? Diana Flores. Page 31.
Good morning.
That's a 120 extension, Your Honor. She has to redo the notices properly.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Peg Mohan, Shirley Hines Land Trust. Page 33, Your Honor. Bottom third.
Okay.
There are 3 items for the Shirley Hines Trust. No objection to deed on all 3 of those items.
All right.
Anita Zarowski. Jeanette Full of Love, Ivy Piper. Page 31. Top item, first item on page 31.
Mm-hmm.
No objection to deed on that item, Your Honor.
Okay.
Lacey Logan. Leroy, I'm sorry.
Good morning.
Page 40.
Page 40. Leroy Logan, Your Honor, middle of the page, there's 2 items. For Leroy Logan, no objection to deed, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judith Taylor. Wayne Jones.
Morning.
Also, page 40, it appears, Your Honor, you said one person, sir. All right, we need to check his notices, Your Honor. We'll recall him.
Okay.
Latrice Spencer.
Page 32.
Page 32, Your Honor. Five items towards the bottom third of the page. No objection to deed on those items, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Spencer.
Davon Frazier.
Good morning.
41.
Page 41. All 4 items on the top of page 41, Your Honor. No objection to D. D can be issued.
All right.
Cynthia Minor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Cynthia Minor, buyer, Your Honor. We're trying to locate her.
Page 44. In the middle.
2 items for Cynthia Minor, Your Honor, in the middle of page 44. No objection to deed on those items. Robert Scott. I will need to recall him.
Okay, have a seat.
Yovo Blesich. We'll have to recall Mr. Blesich for notices with Your Honor.
All right.
I'll include that during a break. Norman Davis.
Good morning.
31, 40, and 44.
Okay, let's see. 31. Page 31. Page, yeah, you know, I think I found that too. Page 31, no objections to deed on those 2 items, Your Honor. What was the next page, that reporter? 40? 40 may have been a duplicate, I'm going to check that now. No, those are also good. For Norman Davis,
Mm-hmm.
bottom of page 40, bottom part. 2 for Norman Davis, 1 versus Terry Lewis, 1 versus Michael Ford. No objections to deed on those items.
Okay.
And then 44, page 44, those are a duplicate.
All right. Okay, Mr. Davis.
Joseph Askew. Alani Cook. Alani Cook. Hakeem Kennedy. Hakeem Kennedy, we're going to recall, Judge.
Okay.
During a break, we need to check some notices.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Cruza still here, or do we have done an objection earlier? Sarah Bradford. Page 34, I believe. Just have a moment. Page 34. We have a man report. No objections to D for Sarah Bradford.
All right.
Jack Mitchell. That's several pages, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm. Where? 41?
Yes, beginning on page 41, Your Honor, all the items for Jack Mitchell. No objection to deed on page 41.
Okay.
Page 42, all items for Jack Mitchell. Page 42, no objection. Page 43, for Jack Mitchell, no objection to any of those items on page 43. Page 44, first four items are for Jack Mitchell, no objection to deed on those items.
Okay.
Are there any objections here?
Anybody objecting for a purchaser like Jack Mitchell, who's the buyer of the parcel? Any objections to Jack Mitchell purchase? Graves Scott?
I'm Thomas Fisher on this behalf.
We'll need to look at those notices as well, Your Honor.
All right. Have a seat, sir. Check.
Sergio? Apparently goes by a single name, just like Sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Page one. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
46.
Okay.
He's all over. First two items, he's here for Wilkerson Creek, Your Honor. The first two items on page 46 under Wilkerson Creek are 120 extensions. The remaining items for Wilkerson Creek on page 46 are no objection to deed, Your Honor.
Okay.
The last item on page 46, Your Honor, there's an incorrect key number. We're going to correct that for the record.
All right.
It is 45-126-126.001.004. That is Wilkerson Creek versus William McKendry. Mechanism.
Okay.
Yes. That comes to page 40, Your Honor. Graves Scott.
Okay.
Three items towards the top of the page, all three for Graves Scott on page 40.
Mm-hmm.
No objection to deed. Okay. That's all for right now, Judge. If
All right.
we can call the objections and have those noted.
Okay.
We can take a break at the lunch hour.
And check you.
notices.
All right, fine.
Your Honor, anybody who's filing objections, I'm going to start calling those names.
What's the first name?
Come on up.
It's page 40 on that.
Page 40, Shea Wilson. The last four items on page 40, Your Honor, for Shea Wilson, no objection to deed.
Okay.
All right, now for objections, Your Honor. The
Okay.
sign sheet, the first item is Chuck Smiley. Come on up.
Good morning.
See the notices you received. You know who the provider was of your parcel? Buyer is U.S. Bank Custodian, Your Honor, which is Attorney Tweedle. Tweedle began pages 24 to 28. Trying to locate him. Okay. So we're too early to, hearing the tax deed is in the second. Okay. So we're doing another notice. Okay. Marvin Collins. Marvin Collins, come on up.
Marvin Collins in the courtroom.
Ty Civic. Ty Civic. Manuel Montalvo. He was already here.
He's already here.
Did him. Miss Macias was already here. Graciela. Betty Spears was already here as well. Virgil Lincoln Jr. was already here, Don.
Yeah, he was here.
Thompson. Can't read the first name. M. Thompson. Anita Floyd. Jamal Rogers. And S. Young, it looks like. S. Young. That's all we signed in for.
So?
Judge.
Well, some people are standing up.
I think those are notices we got to check, Judge. Other objectors? Come on up. Page 30, Your Honor. All items for Margarita Wilson on the bottom of page 30, Your Honor. Those are extension 120. Extension 120 is on all four, are all six of those items.
Okay.
Yes.
Come on up. Who's next? What's your name?
You have an objection, sir?
Request for continuance.
You're the buyer?
Yes. Well, Samuel Moore's buyer.
Who are you? Your license to practice law? Okay. Well, you can't represent somebody unless you have a license to practice law. He needs to be here. Samuel Moore is buyer. He was self-represented. He doesn't have an attorney, right?
Well, he had one earlier for those properties. Correct.
Motion to continue, so I'm not sure that he needs time to do the notice with them.
In the notices, but not the petition. We just need a continuance for petition. He didn't notice this already.
Okay, yeah, we have a petition. Go ahead. We'll have to recall him.
Okay.
Here goes, sir.
Take a minute.
Judge, we can go and recess now. It's now 11:30 a.m.
What's this guy have?
Yeah. We call the case.
Okay, is that it? What's he got?
Okay. Let me get the notice to you back. Brennan Nash. Oops, it appears there's granted an extension of time, so there's no deed is not on for the call for today.
Okay.
Brennan Nash, trying to find it.
All right.
Page 24. Page 23 or 24, it's a Brennan Nash, and you'll find it on the owner is Barbara Walker.
I got it. There's one.
Yes, page 24, third one down from the top.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name, sir?
Is that Chester, Washington at all?
No, it's Brennan Nash versus Barbara Walker, third from the top of page 24. You have met it before?
Yes.
Theodore, what's your last name, sir? E-double-O-T-H. That needs to be set then for status on that October 30th date, Your Honor, 2014, at 2:30 p.m.
Okay.
It's indicating he has other ones as well. Kim Getz as owner is also Brennan Nash, so it should be on page 23 or 24.
Right behind it. It's right next to it.
Got it. Let's see the key number. It's the top one, 155-002. Objection.
And there's
Theodore.
another one too, Kim gets.
Yeah, he's handing me one page at a time, Judge.
Okay.
I'm trying to give here. That's also October 30th, 2014 at 2:30. Mr. Booth, what's your relationship to these owners?
Let's get to know what tax deed was issued to me on that particular property.
Okay, so you think you have a deed to this property?
Okay.
On all of these? When did you receive the deed on them?
I haven't. I received a order from the judge to receive the deed.
Okay, and you've never, because you didn't pay the taxes.
But there were no taxes owed. That's what I was told.
Well, we'll figure that out because there are taxes owed on all. That's why you don't get the deed. Are you collecting rent on these parcels from people?
No.
Other people in these parcels?
No.
They're empty parcels.
Correct.
All right, Judge, it appears it's the three items. I'm sorry, it's all four items on the top of page 24. He's objecting to all four items on the page.
Okay.
Those will all be set for 10/30/2014 at 2:30.
Okay.
Okay, Judge, we can take a recess and check notices. You want to- He's just.
All right. Recess. All rise.